Hey, it's Brittany and welcome back to Urban Wild. So today I wanted to share with you some self-help books I've read this year. I am a big fan of self-help books. I think they're freaking awesome and I just enjoy reading them. To begin with, let's start with the first book I read this year, which was Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I read this book when I was feeling creatively drained and uninspired. I would suggest taking this book with a pinch of salt. She spiritualizes creativity in a way that I kind of don't look at creativity the same way as she does, and I don't think I ever will, but it certainly was interesting. I mean, it's not my favourite book that I've read this year, but it definitely helped me in my creative kind of endeavours, and it taught me how to live creatively without the fear of it being rejected or the fear that I won't create something good enough, if you know what I mean. And I feel like a lot of people on YouTube or in the blogging world are very creative people, and we often put a lot of pressure on ourselves to make the best damn thing, but I don't think that pressure is necessary. And if you want to continue to carve out a creative space for you, I think you don't want to add that pressure to your life. That is Big Magic. The next book I want to talk about is I Am That Girl by Alexis Jones. I ordered this book because Maddie from La Madeleine, in a French accent, she recommended it. It's broken down into 2 chapters and it's basically teaches you how to live your passion and purpose. And I read this when I was feeling so incredibly passionless, which has kind of just been this whole year. This is a book that I would definitely have to reread because it was so jam-packed full of information that I guess a lot of it I've forgotten, but it's like a big cuddly pep talk that you kind of need, and I think that every girl should read because it makes you feel empowered to do whatever it is that you want to do. It's about finding happiness within yourself, not because of the outside circumstances. I mean, the outside circumstances could change at any time, and I've really had to learn that lesson the hard way the past month. Takes you through the steps of being your best self and following your heart and your dreams and standing by it. And I would recommend this book to anyone. The next book I want to talk about is Girl Boss by Sophia Amoruso. When this first came out, I kind of avoided it because I thought it could be overrated, but I bought it and I freaking loved it. I mean, the reviews online, they are 80% negative. They think that it's quite an arrogant book, and I guess if you are reading it, you could have like as with all of these books, you could have a completely different opinion to me. It may not speak to you. These books may not speak to you as they spoke to me, I guess, but for me, this book was so good. I read it within like 4 or 5 days because it was just such an easy read, and it was so inspiring, and it made me feel like a badass, and it made me feel like I could do anything that I put my heart and my energy and my love into and my soul. So that's why I would recommend it to anyone, because I want you to feel that way too. If you don't know who Sophia is, she's the founder and chairman of Nasty Gal. So part of this book is written like a memoir, and it tells you about how she founded Nasty Gal and the story behind it, which I had never heard, and I found it so incredibly inspiring, and it like made me want to start my own business and be a badass and do anything I want because I felt like I could. This book really inspired me, and it was written for Gen Y people, and it I feel like it was written for Gen Y people in a way that was so real and so authentic that I really connected with it. Anytime I need a pep talk, I think this one's the one that I'll go to, because it's like a slap in the face that will be like, girl, you can do whatever you want, you are the girl boss of your own life, which is true, you are your own boss. So the last book I want to talk about is a recent read I read called The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. So this book is about not giving a fuck about things that you simply don't give a fuck about. And I am definitely one of those people who in the past I give way too much of my thought, my energy and my time to people and to things that I'm a worrier, and I worry about things way too much. This book really challenged my thoughts and my perspectives and helped me to stop caring about things that didn't serve me. Basically, what you do is you go into every category of your life and you make an inventory or a fuck budget. You make an inventory of the things that you right now may or may not give a fuck about in your mental brain. So everything that's cluttering your mental space, you write it down on a piece of paper and then you kind of explore it and you figure out what you're doing with your life, and you see that you're giving so much of your time and your caring to things that really don't deserve it and things that you don't have to. You write out everything that's in your mental barn, she calls it, and you write it all down, and then you go through it and you cross things off that you don't give a fuck about, and to each one you say fuck you. And I felt really empowered. I laughed and I giggled and I adored this book because it really did challenge my perspective on things, and it got me to delve into my brain, into the deep parts of it that I was avoiding, to confront the things that I don't care about but I continuously give my energy or time to. So stop giving a fuck, guys. This led me to clearing out a lot of things in my life. Unfortunately that included people, and it included like just things I give my energy to, subscriptions to like email newsletters or YouTube channels that I don't need or that I don't want, just like generally caring about things that I shouldn't be caring about because it's not important to my life, like other people's opinions. And it really is a journey because it takes time to stop your brain from like thinking in that manner, but once you do that, you're living a good life, I think. It's all about the art of caring less and getting more out of your life doing the things you love, and I feel like that should be everyone's goal. So those are my self-help book recommendations. I'm going to prescribe you to read these books, and I hope they resonate with you as much as they did with me. If I was to say which one you should read first, it's definitely this one. On my blog I did a little post about magazines I would recommend you read, so hop on over there to read that one, and I will see you guys next week on Saturday for another video, or Tuesday and Thursday if you hop on over to my blog. I hope you have a magical day, and if you guys have any recommendations for books that I should read, please leave them down below. I'm a big fan of the self-help books, as I said. See you guys later.